spiritual guide and dating coach. Now, listen here. We are going to do zodiac readings. Now, everything is going to be recorded on my YouTube channel, but I do have TikTok over here. Hi, TikTok. So if you want to see the recorded version, go to my YT, which is Teona Douglas, on all platforms. Now, we are going to start off with Pisces, and then we're going to do some super fan readings. And then after that, we're going to have just, a regular conversation. Anyone has any questions, we can answer those questions. So let's get started. I don't bite, you can come in. All right, let's do a Pisces reading. Beautiful Holy Spirit, can we get information for Pisces? Show me the cards I need to see. Ooh, Pisces. I like this. This is what I like to see. We're going to pick one more. Welcome in, welcome in. Double tap the screen and share the live if you like the vibe. Ooh, Pisces. All right, so what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Wands. Okay, so all right, so Pisces, it shows here in the recent past, we have the Strength in reverse. Now, the Strength card is the card of the woman taming the almighty lion. Okay. Hi, how are you, Charisma? And so with the Strength card in reverse, Spirit is saying that in the recent past, like the last 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, you may have had a lot of self-doubt. You may have didn't feel necessarily very confident, very forthcoming when it comes to certain relationships. You didn't necessarily feel courageous, specifically in love, right, Pisces? But presently, Pisces, actually, no, let's go a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. You're good? Welcome in, welcome in. Hi. All right. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Temperance. Okay, so Pisces, it seems like you didn't necessarily feel 100% financially stable in the last 2 to 3 days, weeks, months. So you kind of felt like you're hibernating. You're being patient. You're kind of really working on your emotional stability in the last 2 to 3 days, weeks, months. Just really figuring out what it is that kind of lights you up, what brings you passion, what gets you excited again, Pisces. So that's what was happening in the last 2 to 3. Yeah, so you kind of made this plan for yourself. You've kind of, thank you, Spirit, whether you got a cat, a lizard, a snake, a dog, whether you started a new relationship, but now you are kind of actually feeling excited again about relationships, about people in your life. Okay, Pisces? But you had to go through this rough time of being patient with yourself, a rough time of healing, this some time of solitude. Now, like I said, financially you weren't doing 100%, but let's look at the present energy. Okay, so I just got in and I'm talking about you. If I'm talking about you, put a 1 in the comment section if this resonates with you. You made it. Welcome in, girl. All right. So, I'm finishing up a Pisces reading. And you just so happen to be a Pisces, so double whammy for you, girl. Double whammy for you. All right. So, present energy, Pisces. Let me just sum up the last little bit. So, in the recent past, Pisces, you didn't feel that you had courage. You didn't feel you're courageous within relationships, intimate relationships. You felt a little bit of self doubt. Once we looked a little bit deeper into that, it was showing that you're kind of stressed about money, income. You felt like you needed to be patient, but you were very, very impatient. But you took the time to use that time in the last 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, Pisces, to kind of like solidify not only what you want emotionally, spiritually, but also you took the time to know what you want emotionally. Okay. So you took some time out and you kind of regained that emotional stability. You kind of regained some self confidence here. That's wonderful. Present energy, we do have the magician. We have the magician. Okay. So I don't know. I shouldn't have favorites, right? But I love the magician card. I love this card. This card talks about willpower. This card talks about desire. This card talks about you actually manifesting something. You are amazing, girl. So accurate. Hey. Oh, that's what I forgot to put on my soundboard. I forgot to put a bell. I keep forgetting. I gotta write this down. I forgot to put a bell. Ding, 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 because I want to ring a bell. Ding, ding, ding. Right? So here's the thing, Pisces. I'm gonna write it in so I don't forget. Hold on. Sorry. Don't you? So Pisces, at this time, you're manifesting. You're concentrating. Thank you, Spirit. You're concentrating a little too hard, but you're concentrating, so that's a plus, Pisces. Normally your head is all in the clouds and you're just like, oh, whatever happens, happens. Listen, if you keep doing that, I was gonna say salmon is a tough fish because it swims upstream. You know, great for you, Pisces, that that you're that you're able to be adaptable, that you're able to um take anything that comes your way, but you don't necessarily have to. Right? You don't have to. You don't have to go through stupid mistakes that you've already been through, right? So um do we like that bell? No. I gotta find like a bell, like a I gotta find a bell. I like that one. We're keeping that one. Yep. Yep. I like it. So Pisces. You like it too? Okay, see? Yes. Okay. Do you say plastic? Who's plastic? Hmm. I was thinking the other day of like what cosmetic surgery that I would want, you know what I mean? And I'm grateful that I don't want any cosmetic surgery. The only thing is I'm going off topic. Okay, let's focus, Tiona. Hold on. Do you have another chat open? Can you see what I'm replying? LOL. Yes, I can see what you're replying, baby. I have YT on this side and TT on this side. So yes, I'm responding to another chat. Okay, so you are a goddess, no surgery needed. Where's my bell? Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh my god, I thought that was crazy. I was crazy. I thought I was blocked. You're not blocked. Never. You my baby. You're my love bug. Charisma. Hey. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for double tapping. I truly appreciate it. Okay, let's get back into present energy. We're talking about willpower. So, like I said, you didn't have that confidence. You didn't feel that right? But now, Pisces, you are feeling. Thank you for the daily heart me. I appreciate you. Now you guys are gonna hear dinging in your sleep, and you're like, oh my gosh, Tiona, that reading. Okay. So the cool thing is, Pisces, is that now that you have that desire, now that you have that will to make goals again, get excited about your goals again. Okay, Pisces, this is exciting. This is exciting. But now Spirit is kind of, thank you, Spirit, is kind of like, what are your skills? What are your abilities? What can you hone in on right now? Thank you, Spirit. So there's a lot of you that have been like thinking about this in the recently, maybe in a dream. Maybe you had a conversation. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe you had a conversation with someone recently, and you're like, you know what? I should stop screwing around. Like, what are my goals? Like, what are they? You know? Thank you, Spirit. And so for some of you, um, it's this a recent conversation. I keep getting recent conversation, but then for others of you, it's like this newfound spark of energy that you're like, oh shoot, I feel like doing something different. Like I don't know why. That and then it's like, oh, and then you do your hair different. You do your nails different and you're like, ah, it's not scratching the itch. Like I need to do something different. And you're realizing that it's like, no, it's like goal wise, like I need something different, right? Pisces, we're going a little bit deeper here. So right now there's a lot of communication and that's going back and forth in your relationship. Right now you seem very attractive to many people. Okay. You seem very magnetic to many people. Okay. So use that to your advantage right now, Pisces. When it comes to career, like I said, you're feeling that creative spark, that creative juice going. Okay. Um, Now, when I go a little bit deeper, we have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Pisces, you're being a little stubborn. You're being a little stubborn, which is very off for a Pisces. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart, but you're being a little stubborn, Pisces, because um, there's something here that you're like there, thank you, Spirit, there's something here that is communicated to you within your relationship, but you're being stubborn about it, like you're not wanting to take the next step for whatever reason. Okay, whether it be financial reasons, whether it be you're just like, oh, you're right, but I don't want to tell you you're right. I'll tell you you're right next Tuesday instead of today. You're just being stubborn about it, and Spirit is saying just, make sure you're looking at everything from the lens of a student. Okay? Okay? Because we're all here to learn something, okay? And you're here to stop being stubborn, so stop it. How did you know? I am so stubborn. There's two of you, one on TT, one on YT. There's two of you here that are very, very stubborn, okay? But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so spirit is saying yes, that energy, that spark that's pushing you towards that creative juice, use it, okay? When it comes to your relationships, continue to use effective communication, okay? And if that's great that you want to be stubborn, but that, like, at the end of the day, what is that going to get you in the relationship? You know, like, you can have it your way, their way, or you both could just work together and come to a common ground. So, do what you want, but this is what I'm seeing in the cards, okay? Okay. So, future energy. So the next 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, Pisces, we have the King of Swords and the World. Okay, so Pisces, you're coming to this this energy of new revelations that keep coming up, right? So you're starting a new cycle, Pisces. This is exciting. I can't show that because she naked. So I can't show that. But so yeah, so all of these and then and see spirit showing me the butterfly behind the king of swords, and that butterfly always represents, you know, you like actually wanting to spread your wings. It just keeps coming in. So yes, get excited for that new energy, Pisces. But the great thing is with this new energy, I'm getting the energy of fulfillment, completion. So if you have started a project but you're actually ready to launch it, that's the energy that I'm getting here. You're really trying to be disciplined at this time, Pisces, and be a little bit more logical in the next 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, because you're like, okay, now that I have this newfound energy, this creative spark, okay, but I gotta be practical. Like, I can't just do like girly things, right? So you're in the next 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, you're really moving into reasoning. You're really moving into your authority and being a little bit more disciplined about these creative juices that are flowing. So that's exciting, Pisces. Um, because that's the only way that you're actually going to achieve anything. Okay. It's great to have that imagination, but we definitely need to execute, Pisces. Uh, an actual butterfly entering my room. That's so sweet. I love butterflies. I love butterflies. Last week I was taking Xavier for a walk, and he's gonna attack me because I said that word. And that's all I was seeing. I was seeing white butterflies. And here's the thing that people don't necessarily talk about when it comes to spiritual healing or spiritual symbolism in nature. When you see a specific symbol, it's not just what that symbol represents, because you're like, okay, I saw this white butterfly. Oh my gosh, so rare. Let me just Google, oh, ChatGPT, white butterfly, spiritual reason. It's not just that. Okay. And I talk about this with my VIP clients all the time. Some everything macro, micro. Okay. It's also the energetic vibration that you're having at that time, right? What's that energetic vibration that you're expressing at that time? Most likely is thought. What is that thought that you're having at that time when you're seeing that specific symbol in nature? And I think we kind of forget about that part. We forget that we are the key components in the language that spirit likes to communicate with, right? We also are the vehicle of that idea, that interpretation of energy, right? So to go along with that spiritual symbolism that you see, what are you thinking at that time? What are you feeling at that time? What are you um what are you going through at that time, right? So yes, symbolism is very, very important. However, also listening to your vehicle, your body, your feelings do tell a story. And the more that you listen, the more that you record, the more that you're self-aware, that metacognition, right? We're able to reflect on what we're seeing, what we're consciously doing, things like that. That's when you're going to start to see patterns of the ebbs and flows in your life. And that's when you're just like, okay, this is maybe a lower time in my life. Don't freak out. This is what typically happens at those low periods in my time. Okay, in my life. Okay, this is a high time in my life. Let's ride the wave. What do we need to do at this high time? Right? So really understanding those patterns. And spirit is saying, Pisces, that you're starting to really like reason with yourself and like, okay, I need to bring myself back down to reality. Like, what are those patterns? What are my what okay, so that's exciting. Okay, let me I like to go a little deeper. I'm gonna go a little deeper. Mm, King of Wands, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of wands here. Okay, wands talks about fire energy, talks about knowledge. Now here's the thing, wisdom. Here's the thing, Pisces, that thank you. Motivation, sometimes you're not going to have the motivation to do certain things, whether you're so passionate about it or not. Okay. And so when you're having those down times, spirit is saying like what is going to snap you back into reality, what's going to pick you back up, what's going to make you um refocus. Okay, so understanding this, like I said, in the next 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, you're understanding patterns, understanding how to refocus yourself, make decisions with logic and reason. Okay, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands, right? I'm locking in currently. Lock in, twin. Lock in. Lock in. Okay? Sometimes, sometimes it can be difficult because the distractions are so juicy. Amazon, you know, that boy that forgot to call you, but he didn't really forget to call you. He just wants to see if you're emotionally intelligent enough to have your own life. There's just like these all these little distractions. The spirit is saying that you need to be able to regroup and lock in, twin. This page is keep the page we have 2 pages on the spread, so it's showing me that this is a little bit of a lesson that you're learning, this being able to be disciplined. I get it. Pisces is a mutable sign. You like to go with the flow, but like I said, if you keep going with the flow, you just end up having more mistakes, right? So when it comes down to it, thank you. Being a student of your own reality, right? You're not only creating it, but thank you. You're memorizing those patterns. Thank you. You're memorizing those checkpoints. Thank you, Spirit. And when I talk about checkpoints, I like to like macro, micro, right? As above, so below, as within, so without, right? I like to think of like even like a video game. You play a video game, you die in the game, you gotta go back to the checkpoint. You don't learn the lesson, you gotta go back to the checkpoint. But how many times you go back to the checkpoint, you determine that. How many times you actually get to the boss and go to the next level, you determine that. There are people that go through their whole entire life and never go to the next level. That's crazy. I'm gonna stop talking now. I just blown my mind on that one. That's And that's why when you should never wait for people to change, or you know what I mean, because you'll wait forever. So what if they go through maybe this is actually their whole entire lesson of life and they never learn it. You're gonna sit there and wait. No, tomatoes. Okay. 10 of wands. I love your glasses. Thank you. They're reflective. Thank you. I appreciate that. These are my favorite glasses. I've gotten these I've people have destroyed my glasses and I end up just buying the same pair. Thank you so much. I love these glasses. Shout out to TJ. You have good taste, TJ. Um so what you don't see coming, so because you have this newfound spark, oh my gosh, yay. Um there may be some burdens. Okay, there may be some burdens. I'm going to look a little deeper as to what those burdens look like. But spirit is saying, you're going to feel stressed, you're going to feel a sense of duty, like I need to get this done. And that responsibility can feel like a burden, right? So this is what you don't see coming in this situation. When it comes to career, for some of you, there's going to be just fierce competition, Pisces. Uh, and you know, it's great that now those you've put that self-doubt, the worry about money, you kind of put that away and you're getting over that energy now, Pisces. Hey Levy, you're getting over that now, Pisces. So it's like, what's with the little competition? Thank you so much for getting your daily heart, me. I appreciate you. I just love that bell now. We're gonna go back to my regular soundboard. I'm getting messages. Okay. So thank you so much for getting your daily heart, me. How you doing, Callie? California knows how to party. Um, Damn, that's crazy, bro. So it seems like you've had this burden, this stress, for quite some time, this energy of burnout, quite some time, Pisces. The energy, it seems like it goes back to, for some of you, it goes back to 2023. So it's been like 3 years of feeling this burden, this stress, this sense of duty, like I need to get something done, but you don't know exactly what it is. But now that you're putting the energy of, I've been good. How are you, G? Greg, thanks so much for asking. How you doing? No boys are around to distract you. Lucky you. Lucky you. I feel you. Don't let these boys distract you. You get what you need to get done. Don't let them come here and distract you. You're a Pisces? I didn't know you're a Pisces, Kelly. You just so happen to stumble. Oh, everyone just so happens to stumble on my live when they need to. I love it. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Because you're supposed to hear something, you know? There are people that I haven't spoken to in a very long time. Are you chewing that? Why are you chewing that? Place. I take my eye off him for a second and he's chewing on something. Just yeah, you sit there and be sad. Yeah, be sad. Chill out, man. Stop chewing on things. I broke up. We broke up, sis. That boy ain't around to distract. That was my phone. Get rid of him. That goes for men and women. If they're not healthy for you, get rid of them. Okay? Friends, family, whatever. They ain't healthy for you, get rid of them. The faster you get rid of them, the faster you find your peace, honey. And I do so many love readings, 200, 200, 2,800 hours of readings. I was going over my readings recorded, like I record them on Zoom. I was going over my old readings because I'm working on this project. And there's so many people that are the readings that I've gone through, that I've done, that are about specifically love. Specifically how we see potential in people, and as soon as those individuals do not stand up to the potential that we have in our mind, we start to say, "Oh, what did I do? Like, you have that potential and you're not exuding that. What did I do?" You start to internalize. Anyway, we're getting off the topic. Okay, here we go. No, someone needed to hear that. You start internalizing things. It's like, what did I do? And in actuality, it's not. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, no, some of them doing stuff. So yeah, maybe it is some things that you're doing, but can you show me why we have this stress, energy of burden, and a sense of duty? Oh my gosh, one. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I appreciate you. We keep getting these pages. Y'all need to start learning lessons and stop being stubborn. How about that? Oh, woe is me. But I don't want to change anything. Okay, well, damn. Guilty. All right, let's let me get one more card to see what's going on. All right, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so what you don't see coming, um, you know, the great thing is, thank you, Spirit. The great thing is collectively place. The great thing is collectively, you no longer have to focus on material, Pisces. You no longer have to focus on money. So that's exciting, okay? But the thing is that for some reason, from 2020, from 2023 till now, okay, no, not until now, from 2023 until March 7th, 2026, okay, money has been coming to you no matter what. And it's like, oh, I'm stressed about money. Money magically appears. Oh, like I don't know what's something magically. Like, I don't know how many miracles you need, Pisces, to know that you don't need to worry about money, Pisces. Thank you so much for getting a daily heart me. I appreciate you, Gail. Thank you so much for the go pop. Thank you, Gail. You do not need to worry. Put your energy somewhere else. Spirit is wanting you to put your energy in somewhere else, which is this creative thing that you're trying to manifest in life right now. Okay? Goodness me. What do they say in Spanish? Míos Dios. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Míos Dios. Es míos Dios. Okay, míos Dios. No. Yeah, is it good? Okay. That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Anyway, Pisces, let's get some final advice for you. After this, we're going to do a pull a card, and then we're going to do some super fan readings, okay? You just subbed? What? Shout out to Life for subscribing. I appreciate you, baby. All right, Pisces. Ooh, so maybe one of you Pisces has a Scorpio moon. Okay, maybe one of you Pisces have a Scorpio moon, have a little mama issues. Okay. That's okay. Sprinkle it in. Why not? It's time to release negative it's time to release negativity full moon in Scorpio. Okay? So the energy that I'm getting from this one is there like I what I just said. It's coming up again. There's no need for you to worry. Once you start to really release this negativity, once you really start to release the things that no longer serves you, everything floods in. And it's just up to you, Pisces, right? If Thank you. There is a saying, if you believe it, it's going to happen. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. It's the same thing, Pisces. But you have to have this unshakable, cognizant knowing, that blind faith, right? Because a lot of things in life, it's spiritual before it manifests, right? It's spiritual before it's solid in this lifetime, right? So imagination, then we create it, right? So if that's the case, then the only thing that stopped, literally the only, like, it's just so cliche. I don't know how else to say it. The only thing that's stopping you is you, Pisces. Okay, so give up the negativity. Stop worrying about money because you don't have anything to worry about. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, well, new moon in Taurus. And Taurus, thank you so much for getting a daily heart me. I appreciate you, see. Thank you so much for the go pop. Thank you, see. Prosperity lies ahead. And if you know a Taurus, they're always hiding money. They're on themselves. They always have something going on. A Taurus, right? This is that new moon energy. So new moon and Taurus. New moon energy speaks of, like I was talking about earlier in the reading, um that new spark of energy, that new desires, potential. That's what that new moon energy is. And when we have Taurus, it's that new spark of energy, potential, the money. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So thank you. Okay, so Spirit is saying that there's a couple of you Hi, how are you, Lynn? A couple of you keep talking about I'm broke. I don't have money. Listen, your money is tied up in investments right now. Okay? Okay? Your money is tied up in someone else's pocket because you're not able to promote yourself the way that you're supposed to. Yeah, let's talk about it since we're here. Let's talk about it. Since we're here, let's talk about it. My moon is in it. In it, bruv. In it. Um Chat, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen and getting your daily heartbeats, my beautiful love bugs. All right, we're gonna start doing in it, bruv. We're gonna start doing pull a card readings here. Okay. I forgot I had this up, so we're gonna do pull a card readings. All right, so first pull a card that we're doing. Monet, are you here? I always call you Monet. Monini. Hello, my darling. How are you today? I don't think I asked you that yet. After Monet, we're gonna do a pull a card for Gail. Okay. This is the first deck I ever used when I started to do live readings. My first deck I ever used. This little itty bitty deck. Wow. That was 6 years ago. Professionally. I've been doing tarot since I was like 14. But professionally. Opening up my gifts to the world, you know? All right. So let's go. Let's go. Monet, can you take a deep breath for me? Actually, can you take 3, please and thank you? I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for double tapping. Now I am doing one-to-one readings now. So if you'd like one, please get one. And this is all the information you need to get one in the description box below. I actually remember you getting picking which deck. Oh, do you want to pick a deck? You can pick a deck if you want. Which deck is calling to you, my beautiful love? You can pick whatever deck you want. I have another deck actually over there, but that's okay. Here. What deck is calling to you, my love? You're saying that was your favorite? Okay, let's do it again. Whatever's calling it to you, baby. The teeny one? Okay. My teeny weeny one? Yeah, I should keep doing that. That was fun. All right, whatever deck that's calling to you. All right, let's see my love bugs, my little teeny eeny weeny deeny weeny. Guidance, counsel, spirit of light, benevolent beings that guide me in this life. I ask for guidance, protection, love, light. We need information from Monet's higher self. Monet, higher self, welcome in. Information for Monet for her to move closer to her higher self. Show me the card I need to see. Thank you. Show me the card I need to see. Whoa, this one popped out. And it popped out sideways. So, anytime when I'm doing a reading and it pops out sideways, that's just an indication to me that this is specifically for you. You know, a lot of times we do readings and we ask questions about other people, about other things, whatever, but this one's specifically for you. Now, the Ace of Swords. What you got going on in your brain? What you got going on in your little mind of yours? When we talk about this, the Ace of Swords, it gives the energy of, you know, like I was saying earlier, you are a Pisces, so that's maybe why it's transferring over, but that newfound spark of energy, you know, new ideas, your mind's just kind of racing. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. But specifically your mind is racing about this Taurus, Capricorn, or um Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Heavy on the Virgo. Okay. So um you just have to say yes or no, and I can go in that direction. Does Virgo resonate with you? Say yes or no. Someone that has been on your mind recently, a earth sign. You don't know anyone with those signs? Okay, heavy with the Virgo. Okay, well, typically when they show me someone that has that specific energy around you, it's this energy of like perfectionism. Okay, so if this is not an actual person that you've been thinking of like how to perfect this particular idea or creative idea or creative avenue. Okay. um thank you. Yeah, but it's solid like a rock. You're just like, thank you. Spirit is giving me the energy of like anytime you're starting to like you feel like you're onto something, something's just like no, like it's just this rock boulder, if you will. So this is a project. This is a financial project, something that you can gain money, financial stability from, but you're like, I don't know if I should go in this particular direction. Okay, so you're just kind of second guessing yourself. Also, if someone else is going to be um wanting to jump on board with this idea as well. Now that could be your spouse, that could be the person who's investing in this with you, but um Spirit is saying for you not to hold back on being creative right now, especially in the state that you're in. That uh this is not a time to kind of put things on hold. Does that make sense? Like just because once again the state that you're in doesn't mean that that you have to put things on hold. So there's something here. Yeah, like this dream, this idea that you want to bring into fruition. I've been applying for jobs again because my job is just stressing me out. LOL, I want out. I want out. Okay, thank you. So yeah, going back to being a little bit more creative, being creative with your skills, being creative on how you present your skills, things like that. But you have the right idea, continue to move in that direction. Like this has been like plaguing you to the point where you're like, I'm dreaming about this, like so yes, continue to move in that direction, you know. If you're thank you, Spirit. So if you're willing to if you're willing to handle what comes with that, Spirit is saying basically. But you will thank you, they're showing me you will have victory. They're specifically showing me like looking at the crown there, like you are going to have victory with moving on. Thank you, Spirit. There's not going to be any bad blood. There's going to be some hills to kind of overcome. Thank you, Spirit. And specifically the hills to overcome, they keep talking about like skills, being creative with your skills, being creative how you talk about your skills, being just be creative. They keep bringing up like be creative. Okay, so thank you. When it comes to creativity, sometimes what spirit shows me creativity when they're talking about like thinking outside the box. Okay, so something here that you're able to think outside the box will give you the opportunity that you're looking for. But unless you're able to do that, be a little bit more resourceful, be creative. Once again, they keep saying creative. Um, then you're gonna end up in the same situation that you're in, right? Over giving in a position where, yeah, it's great money, but you're overworking in the position. Okay, does that make sense? Be creative. Thank you. And that Virgo energy, going back to that Virgo energy, really not being perfect about it, like it's okay to like, yeah, obviously you want your resume to be a perfect representation of you, but you need to be, thank you, using ChatGPT, being more creative. That's the last time I'm saying it. I'm trying to give examples of like for you to like think outside the box of how to use your skills and resourcefulness to be creative, because that's the only way that you're going to get a position where it's going to be lasting. If not, you're just going to go back into the same type of position that you're in right now. Makes sense, love bug?
I am Hugh Laurie, and I am the voice of Dumbledore.
Creation.
I am Matthew McFadden.
Continue to create. New creation. Yeah. Okay, so Gail, are you still here? I remember the last time I've done a reading that sounds similar to that, and it was like my client applied for, she was being creative and she was applying for a position that she didn't feel necessarily um that she had the skills for, but she actually did have the skills for it. She applied for it and she got she got that position, but through that position she was working with someone and found a position through you know a mutual friend that she was working with. So that opened up a whole different opportunity for her, right? And that's what landed her the six-figure position that she has today. So yeah. Yeah. You got to be creative, my love bugs. You got to be creative. Soapstream, where have you been? Thank you so much for getting a daily heart me. I appreciate you, baby. I thought we were gonna do a stream and collab. I like your content. Chat, if you like ASMR cleaning content, check out Soapstream. All right. Let's do a reading for Gail. Spirit, can we get information for Gail? How you doing, baby? Gail, can you take 3 deep breaths when you get a chance, please? Oh, I could use my other cards. I don't know. It doesn't matter. since we're here with teeny weeny. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Emperor in reverse. So there's something here that Spirit is telling you to take the lead on, but you're being a little bit timid, being shy, being um thank you, Spirit, which is not necessarily something that you're used to. Thank you. The great thing, okay, thank you, Spirit. The best things are on the other side of fear. Okay. And when we are in our fight or flight, they keep showing me this energy, this red energy. So either you're very, very passionate about this particular situation, or you're just feeling like you're in your fight or flight, so you don't know how to you don't have the proper discernment to make the right decision to move forward. But the energy that I'm getting here is that, you're kind of shielding yourself away from things that you have to have responsibility from. Thank you, Spirit. And the things that you actually want to achieve, you have to have some sort of level of responsibility to achieve them. So it's kind of like you're stuck in between or what do they call it? A rock and a hard place. Why are you showing me that, Spirit? Spirit is just showing me like this big barrel of hay. Like, thank you, Spirit. Like you kind of like thank you. You kind of like let things go into and you're hoping that they kind of fix themselves. And thank you. You may have had like a lot of people come into your life recently that are like Aries or Leos. Spirit is wanting for you to start like with these conflicts, actually taking them head on. Thank you, Spirit. The way to kind of think of it is like, how fast can I resolve this, as opposed to like, oh, I have to deal with this, oh my gosh, I have to get my insurance, then I got to pay the property insurance for the house, I got to do that, I got to do this, oh, I have to do that. Like, you're always going to have to do something, right? If you're wanting things in life, there is a level of responsibility that comes with the things that we want in life. That's why they say, more money, more problems. Not entirely true, but with more money, it gives you more opportunities. If you're not able to have that discernment, you tend to fumble those opportunities, right? So instead of thinking, oh, I have to walk away from this, like I have to like this relationship, marriage, or whatever the case is, Spirit is saying like, how fast can you resolve this? That's the way you need to be thinking about it. How fast can I resolve this? You're wasting too much time. Okay, my love bug? Time is a commodity that we can't get back. So if you do want to waste time, that's great. That's awesome. Once again, I just read the cards. Okay, and so this ironclad agreement that you've had with yourself of like, you know, not taking on this conflict, but you're thank you, Spirit. It's like, I don't want to take on this, I don't like conflict, or whatever the case is. I don't want to this is too much. But then divulge yourself into, your sister's business, and like take on all of her energetic responsibilities. It's like, you know, it's like, and spirit is saying to, like, you need to direct your energy towards yourself and those things that you need, those conflicts you need to head on. Why are you laughing? You know what? Y'all come here and act like these readings are funny. I'm not playing with you. Right? But you understand what I'm saying, right? And so directing your energy to where it needs to be at this time is very powerful, right? Because that directing your energy to what you need gets you to manifest, right? If you're splitting your energy into your sister did this or whatever, like, you can continue to split your energy, but you're not going to get the rewards that you feel you deserve at this time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And the older we get, the less bandwidth we have. Okay. Okay, honey. Anyone else for readings right now, my beautiful loves? You're most welcome, my love. Thank you, Spirit. I'll take this time to thank the Holy Spirit for us being here today, just reuniting us, our little bestie group. One and two, that it's just a reminder. Thank you. I don't know who this part was for, but it's just a reminder that we are not going through these things alone. We're currently living in this beautiful world, that we're currently living in this universe, right? And it's weird because after the panorama 2020, it seems like we stopped listening to each other, and it's just like everyone wants to be the main character, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everyone wants to be the main character. But it's like, if you're constantly the main character, then what other stories are facilitated within this universe, right? A universe, the a beautiful song that has different verses, different ebbs and flows, different people within the the your story, right? Sometimes you're a villain, sometimes you're the main character, sometimes, right? Me, if it's free, if you're free, I'm not, my beautiful love bug. If you'd like to book a reading, you can go to the description box below, and I can do a live reading for you. Okay, my mini readings are 35. My mini readings are, but as you can see, my mini readings, that was just a pull a card. My mini readings, I go into some more depth. Anywho, so I can definitely do a reading for you, my love. Absolutely. Once this timer runs out, then we're done. We have 9 minutes and 41 seconds left on the timer. Christian, welcome in. Divine fingers. Ooh, thank you. I'd like to think so. Um, any other messages for the collective, Spirit? Hey, yo yo, welcome in. Any other collective energy that we need to talk to the collective about here, Spirit? Oh my gosh, too many cards. I'm gonna do it though. Let's do it. I love my mini cards. Thank you so much, Glass. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Ben. Okay, so this is just collective energy. Okay, so whoever is in the live at this time, I'm pulling from the collective energy. It's kind of like you guys are in a classroom, y'all just hanging out, and I pull energy for whoever needs to hear it at this time. So this is not a one-to-one reading. It may feel like a one-to-one reading, but it is not. Please take the information as it resonates, okay? So in the recent past, we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so in the recent past, it feels as though there are a few of you that didn't feel um, that you're 100% equipped to emotionally handle a relationship. Okay, thank you. Now, for some of you, it may have been an absent father on the absent father, but for others of you, it's just having this idea of how you want a relationship to look, how you feel a relationship should be, and that's kind of what's deterring you from being in a intimate relationship. Now, for some of you that have that, it's, daddy issues. Hey, we all got some issues. Sprinkle daddy issues on top of it. You consistently are putting your best foot forward, but even though you're putting your best foot forward, you feel like you're putting like 3 steps forward, 5 steps back. Okay? And spirit is just saying that the reason why that's happened in the recent past is not because, you're condemned, you sprinkle sprinkle. Not because you're condemned or whatever the case is, how oh my gosh, I have a curse, whatever the case. No, it's just the simple fact of not making the decisions that you should be making at that time. I don't like the word should, but you know, the decisions that are moving you closer to your, the final boss, your destiny, your fate, whatever you want to call it, right? And spirit is saying that the reason why you keep having those 5 steps back is because, thank you, for some of you, you learn better, like, thank you, spirit. My grandma says, like, if you don't listen, you must feel. If you don't listen, you must feel. That's what my grandma says. And so she used to say, meaning sometimes we know better, but we are just doing it for the plot. And so even though we know this is not the right road to take, you're still like, oh, let's do it for the plot. I want to live. And then you see what living feels like. Okay. So that's the recent past. Okay. So that's what's been happening for some of you when it comes to love, intimate relationships, um, even partnerships. Okay. Present, I have the death card in reverse. Now, one of this card is another card that I actually love because the death card talks about transformation, a rebirth, a resurgence of energy. When it's in reverse, thank you so much for getting your daily heart, man. When it's in reverse, it gives the energy of, thank you. For some of you, it feels like I want to pull myself out of um this cycle of consistently transforming, consistently pulling myself out of the plot. But spirit's giving me the energy that a lot of you are constantly having one step, like 1 foot forward, 1 foot forward, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like you're really wanting to make those decisions, you're really wanting to, but it's like you don't, right? And spirit says an indecision is still a decision. So you're still getting the same karmic loops, karmic patterns, whatever you want to call them, same lessons over and over again. Okay, different people, same lesson. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. Damn. Okay, so damn. So this is really what's holding you back, my beautiful loves. This is really what's holding you back from like spreading your wings. Thank you. There are some of you like so in the next 2 to 3 days, weeks, months, it's kind of like you're coming to this realization. You're right. It's kind of like you're coming to this realization that if I continue to do it for the plot, I'm running out of time. You know, you're constantly in that energy. Thank you. There are some of you that are just addicted to the chaos. You're like, I just want to see what's going to happen. Once I keep saying it. If I keep saying it in a reading, there's a reason for it. You know what's going to happen, and you're like, I just want to do. I just want to see, but you know, why are you doing that? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Okay. So you're going to continue doing it for the plot. That's great. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This is just where you're at right now. You know, thank you, Spirit. So it's kind of like either you continue to beat yourself up because you like the excitement of doing it for the plot, or you just like you take your blows but know that you're not going anywhere after these blows are taken. You're like actually considering this is crazy. You guys are funny. I love it though. I absolutely love it. You guys are funny. If you want, like I said, if you want to continue to do things for the plot eventually thickens, my love. The plot eventually thickens. You're Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're wanting more of a relationship. You're wanting to be in something committed, something stable. Nine of Pentacles, but you just can't get rid of that bachelorette life or that bachelor life, and you keep learning the same stupid mistakes, the same stupid lessons over and over and over again. King of Cups in reverse, and that's why you're not having any romantic partners coming towards you or staying with you, and that's why there's consistent heartbreak, right? Because of that energy once again of indecision. The Two of Swords in reverse, you're not wanting to make those decisions, but that energy, those feelings of, I know, like spirit, like God wants this for me, God wants this amazing life for me, God wants this amazing, abundant life for me. Like I can feel it. I dream it. I see it. But you're still going against, you're still betraying yourself. It's like you can't stop betraying yourself. That's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords talks about betrayal. Pisces. I was saying Pisces. My beautiful loves. Damn. That's intense. When you feel like you're stuck on this hamster wheel, you're stuck on this cycle, and the more that you try and get off the cycles, the more that you're stuck on this cycle. That sucks. It does. It sucks very much. But things are going to change real soon. And if you believe in God, then you know that God would never leave you stranded, never let you astray. Now, the only time God does let you astray, I shouldn't say that. I'm lying. The only time God does let you astray is when you're too stubborn and you think that you can control everything, and you let everything and everything just crumbles. And God will like let you like lose everything in your life to remind you that, hey, I'm God. Surrender. Have you guys seen that movie Obsession? I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of the trailers. And people are like, because sometimes people ask me, like, why does God give us free will to like follow him or not? Why doesn't he just make us follow him? And that's why, not yet. I want to see it so bad. Oh my gosh. That's why, because if God put that seed in us to make us follow him, we would have that energy of obsession. We would have this unshakable desire to be like these, utopia, Stanford wives. We'll be like, we wouldn't have a freaking personality. We wouldn't explore, we wouldn't create, we wouldn't make these mistakes in order to understand that we do need to surrender, because he knows the blueprint. He created it. And whether you like it or not, there will always be evidence of God's forces working against you the more that you try to take control. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to get some final advice for the collective. Spirit, can we have some beautiful, holy, loving spirit? Spirit of God. Can we get final advice for the collective? Chat, we're at 18K likes. I appreciate you, babies. Thank you so much. Hold your vision. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay. So, like I was saying in this reading, right? There is this beautiful life that's waiting for you, right? But once again, you just haven't made that decision. Because you're like, okay, if I make the decision, thank you, Spirit. Wow. If I make the decision to be happy, like, what does that look like? What does that entail? What if being happy doesn't work for me? What if I don't like where I end up? What if I don't like who I become? Woo! Come through, Spirit. Come through. Damn. Okay. Listen, those are all just stories that you're making up. There's absolutely no evidence in this world to support that it's not going to work for you. How about you look at it from the perspective of, why not me? If it happened to them, why can't it happen for me? Why don't you look at it from that perspective? Instead of like, oh my gosh, I hope it's going to happen for me. Like, it's happened for her. And then, it's happened for him. And, now all my family, and now they're all looking at me like I'm the perpetual single person. All right. So Spirit is saying, hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, hold your vision, fixed moon. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Okay, so once you actually start to figure out this imbalance that you have, you're actually going to start seeing signs of these new romantic cycles beginning. But you still have to make the decision. Because if you don't make the decision, you just end up getting brokenhearted again. Thank you, Spirit. And it's like, if you're the type of person that avoids love because you're afraid that if you love someone so much that they can hurt you, then don't love. Don't be vulnerable. Completely close yourself off and see where that gets you. Very, very lonely life. Very, very lonely. People start to detach from you. You start alienating yourself from people. You start to shut down and think that it's not possible for you, when in actuality, the reason why it's not possible for you is because you're thinking that it's not possible for you. and you're so afraid of being vulnerable that you don't open up. And then you just waste time of these of um you waste time and energy of just ruminating on what could be, or what it should be, instead of actually being present and being like, okay, this is what I want, so let me go for it. And yes, I have to be vulnerable. There's no way to be in a long-term committed loving relationship if you're not vulnerable. There's no possible way for it. There's no possible way. It's not possible. If you want a meaningless relationship, sure. If you want, I don't know. I don't know how many people want meaningless relationships, but if you want a meaningless relationship that only feeds your ego, and at the end of the day, look at all your materials and still be sad and lonely, I don't know. I don't know. Charisma, welcome back. How you doing, love? Chat, make sure you guys are getting your daily heart me's, my beautiful love bugs. I know one person's gonna come on in here and drop that galaxy. Now, if you do drop that galaxy, I can do some. I can pull some cards for you, my beautiful love bugs. All right. So we're gonna sign off of YT. Bye, YT. See you later. Oh, before I even do that, if you want to work with me, all the information that you need is in the description box below. All the testimonials if you want to see any testimonials, you go to my IG. Everything is Teona Douglas. On all platforms. On Facebook, it's Teona DJ. Teona DJ. Okay. And just know, if you continue to go down the path that you're going down, you're just going to waste your time. And we don't get that back. We don't get time back, unfortunately. So reclaim your time, reclaim your energy, and find a guide. Now, if it's not me, it could be someone else. I don't care, but find someone that you resonate with, that is able to confidently guide you to where you want to be in love, whether that's love, career, whatever the case is. Okay. Thank you so much for the flowers. I appreciate you, baby. Um, Now it's my time. I gotta go. Y'all ain't got to go, but y'all got to get the hell up out of here. How? Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the sweet words. See you, YT.